This is your daily market review for Monday, May 12th, 2025. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agents, your daily market review for Monday, May 12th, 2025. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. As we talked about, the market was looking for an up move, exit liquidity, a blast off from something. Well, we got it. That something being 90-day pause in the tariffs, cooperation. Again, I mean, I don't really care to get into the politics of it, but we kind of saw this coming a mile away when we've heard about some of the rumors and why the market ultimately was rising. This is the hardest thing about trading. I say this all the time, and I mean it in the nicest way possible. You don't know the why until it's too late sometimes, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news, sell the rumor, buy the news, same kind of crap, right? Here you go. You got it. So going forward now, we're in the overbought position, going into the seasonally choppy times. Now, again, this is an education channel. Your job to do the homework, but this is typically where we're at. We're right here. And that usually goes till basically Memorial Day. We know it's options expiration, CHOPX, so don't be surprised by CHOP. So if you take profits here, manage them, hedge, whatever you need to do. Just be careful. Not saying we can't keep going higher, but I would be, again, as we talk about booking profits, right? You want to take profits when everyone's buying, and you want to be buying when everyone's unloading and puking it up. So, okay, if you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room, link description below if you'd like to chat. Let's take 30 minutes. Let's connect. Let me see how my team and I could help. If you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, love to help out. Again, you get 2 agents for the price of 1 anywhere in the country. Have the best referral network out there. Would love to help and be involved personally. Yes, I will be involved personally. Love to get involved. Also, too, if you're looking for education, help, click on the link. Let's chat. Remember, this channel's for education and ultimately, again, to learn and grow. So use the link. Again, we're giving out the best, or just opinions and educated opinions. And so, again, let's chat with a financial advisor if you have any questions and want to go deeper on your own individual trading and execution. However, we can educate and help out, teach you how the market works. So also follow, like, subscribe, and the notification bell on Twitter, posting ideas and thoughts. Again, notification bell on the YouTube. You get alerted when these videos drop. And hit the thanks button. If you got crushed it today and you want to donate to the channel as a gift, I appreciate it. Again, you are the one learning. You are the one hitting enter. You are the one pulling the trigger. So high five yourself. Sometimes also, too, don't be scared to take a little time off. You don't need to try to predict the market all the time. So I appreciate all the love, support, generous donation. Again, tradingagent.com. Turn profits into properties and passive income. Let me know how I can help. CNN Fear and Greed Index now into 66. Still not extreme greed. So knowing that, I mean, still could go higher, but also the odds is in your favor to say what? Don't be surprised if we get a little consolidation here with OPEX. CME watch tool, we know there's not really a rate cut expected till July. So June, that's where I wouldn't be surprised if the next, again, 60 days, not ideal, until the next earnings, essentially, we can just chop around. Now, it's not saying we can't go higher. Some names won't, but consolidation would be pretty normal, right? Like, write that in your mindset, like consolidation. What does that mean? All right, well, that means, again, chopping around. Some names will lead, some names will lag, and some names will just chop. Bitcoin, here we go. Breaking over it. Needs to get over this 108 area. If not, come right back down to the 90s. Again, personally, don't really have a beef in the game with either or. Again, we've said needed to hold these levels, needed to break over. Now you need to break over this because, again, it can consolidate. Oil. Talked about a double bottom. Got it. Near term, yep, a little overbought. Not surprised that it hit like that 63 area. Got a little tired. Okay. Natty gas. Same thing. Got oversold. Bounce back. No, man, what is it doing here? I wish it would show me my drawings. Will you? Yay. Yeah. It's consolidating. Anyway, let's get into it. Dollar. Nice bounce. We talked about it. It looked like it was basing. Little head and shoulders bottom. Oversold. Just watching for it. See what happens here. TLT. Again, this is what's got to be kind of killing bulls in the market. They want rates down. Man, best way to get rate down is funds flowing out of stocks and into bonds. We'll see if that happens. Not guaranteed. But I'd be watching these levels if you like bonds. VIX. We talked about it. VIX termination. Pretty big gap down. We talked about a teenager coming price. Yeah, near term, again, Chopex, I would not be surprised if you got some pop in the VIX, but also wouldn't be surprised if you got murder too. The VIX typically bottoms first. We haven't bottomed. Told you guys, be careful. SPY. All right, and people are like, oh, we went above your levels. Okay. Not surprised. Again, just like we went way below, sometimes you can go above. Hence why it's like, don't bring a ruler to trading. Don't bring it because you'll get whacked. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Allergies, getting over bronchitis, sinusitis. Oh, fun. All right, here we are in the next level. Keep an eye on it. I mean, again, I don't really typically show the ES futures, but look. 200-day, 100-day, kind of where we all broke down from. QQQQQ, same kind of thing. Coming back up to where we broke down from. I mean, what if the worst case scenario is this? We played this game, we had a nice up move, and now we just go chop around. Let's see what last May. Yeah, here you go. Last May, chopped June, and ran, I guess, in July. Yeah, I mean, it's a seasonality thing. It's not a perfect, no one's selling you certainty here. It's just education. Nice move up. And people are like, well, where will we come back to? I don't know. I think the easiest area, like the most buyers would show up right around in this area. Makes sense? It's the bottom of the VAP zone. Test out all that volume. I don't know. IWM, you're welcome. If you bought this down at the lows. Here we go. 100-day. A little bit of a resistance zone. DIA, same kind of thing. Again, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, I can't go higher, but also it would be in my mind like risk reward, right? Like you run a long way up. Doesn't mean we have to dump, but it would just be like nothing wrong with consolidation. Gold said we don't really trust the second quarter. Took a little stab at it today. Got stopped out as the miners. Not anything other than just the idea of a little contrarian move, right? Like we've seemed to have bounced and chopped around. We'll see what happens here. I mean, again, you got stopped out. You got stopped out. I was watching it. Okay. Is what it is. Again, I don't like miners in the second corner, but I do know that you can trade these things. GDXJ, same kind of thing. Watching how they act. AEM has been the leader. Popping, chopping, flopping. Big gap down. Keep an eye on these names. Because again, if there's any semblance of like something like isn't going to work, these things could rip right back. AG should be basing here, and it looks like it is. Newmont, we talked about the 58 area failing. Filling the gap. We talked about it again. I mean, this is the thing. It's not going to go down in a straight line. If you want to trade them, if not, no worries. PAAS, buying, mag, silver, getting beaten for it. Okay, keep an eye on this one. I don't know what the right price is for this, but if you see somewhere in this area, keep an eye on it. And either way, again, with the miners, just 10 cuidado. Not going to sit here and say they can't go. Again, they're trading vehicles, in my opinion, in the near term. Taiwan semi. 100-day, 200-day. Again, not saying you got to go out and short these things, but I'd be watching. Watching what happens. Micron. Talked about him bouncing. There you go. 200-day has been problematic. See what happens. AMD, we talked about looking to bounce. Getting the bounce. How much higher? Your guess is as good as mine. NVIDIA. I put this one on the radar. Haven't done anything yet. It said channel high, 100-day, 200-day. Here we go. Right? Again, I'm not talking about don't short in between. If you feel like, again, I think NVIDIA is overpriced, competition's coming endlessly. You don't see the tremendous upside here. Again, watching what happens up here. They have earnings coming up after Memorial Day. It's going to be a tricky one. Keep an eye on it. Again, I wouldn't just jump out and short anything at the highs. I'd have reference points or certain action. SMC, I don't know. Intellectual property. We talked about this nice bounce from the range lows. Keep an eye on it. AVGO. Man, gotta get over this. Yeah. See what happens when it bounces back to this level at some point. SMH, as we talk again, play the bounce. Now what? Here you are. You're back into where you broke down. Again, I'm not saying go out here and short this stuff, but do not be surprised by consolidation. If you want to short, have a reference for the love of effing gold. All right, Adobe. Talked about this bounce coming. Oh, man. Got it. Now what? I don't know. It's a nice run. Got to get back to the 100-day. Again, a lot of these names, I mean, don't just randomly trade to trade. Apple, here we go. Talked about this bouncing off of these range lows. It was going to get up into this area. There you go. Got it. Ex-div day as well. Congrats. Amazon. Again, just all these names bouncing. Where to next? I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't say just go out and just short to short or go long to long, but my point is like the risk reward near term is just not really in your favor upside. Not to say they can't go higher, but it's just same thing. I mean, here we go. We talk about Meta. 0.618. Do you want to short or do you want to go long? Again, I personally would be just waiting. Because what if it just, I mean, this is what it could be doing. It ultimately is, you make a higher high than you think, but then you roll back over and you find some consolidation. Does that make sense what we're talking about here? Again, people are like, oh, you got to chase. I'm like, don't chase the market. CRM, talked about the double bottom. Nice little bounce here. Guggenheim, even Goo got a bounce. Microsoft back near the highs. I mean, this is pretty strong. Do I trust it? No, not really. Not this name. NDAQ. Again, I don't trust this name at all. Love that formation. Man, this one is juicy. Look at that. Selling. Another big sell bar. Keep an eye on it. MicroStrategy, again, with Bitcoin not rising. Not surprised, right? Hits the freaking resistance levels, backs off. Netflix actually did put on a short on this one today on the bounce. I was like, wow. Okay, this has been up huge. Obviously, someone was thinking the same thing that everyone's thinking, which was, hey, you know what? These guys are immune from trade war. Okay, cool. Rips, now rolling over, gaps down. Small position. Not going nuts here. But if that's the top, this is the drop. Maybe 1060. I don't know. That one to me, again, professional gap down on higher volume. Money flow coming out. A day when the market's up, this thing is down. Somebody says, I want out. So I'll follow that one. Roblox. Little double topper near term, maybe. I don't know. Gap fill. Double top. Like, look to the left. Again, these don't have necessarily crash, but don't be surprised they pull back. CrowdStrike. I mean, this has been nice moves, man. Again, Pan W, nice moves. Like, are they going to go higher or are they just going to consolidate for a little bit? I don't know, man. We like these names. I just wouldn't chase. Tesla. Here you go. We talked about it holding this 270s. There you go. Hit the upside targets. Now we broke the downtrend. So I still think we can go higher. Don't get me wrong. But just like in any uptrend, there's going to be some consolidation. I'd be watching it. Again, just don't go nuts. Trade it how you are. Palantir, whatever. Little double topper, filling the gap. We'll see. Again, it doesn't look that strong after it's been leading. Insight, we talked about. I like this bio name getting bought out at some point. Keep an eye on it. HIMS continues to build. Interesting spot to get stuck out of the mid-50s. Keep an eye on it. Baba, again, trade deal. Here you go. Look at these candles. A lot of them look like sell bars, right? Even though they're not big sell bars. Again, it's just people taking profits. See what happens here. McDonald's had been leading up, chopping around, not breaking out. Starbucks, we talked about double bottom here. Nice bounce. I mean, some of these names that are more oversold might have more upside. Keep an eye on it. Airbnb, this was consolidating. Nice little gap. Maybe it's going to go. Coinbase, as we talked about, needs to get over this downtrend bar. Not really coming into it. DKNG. Again, I don't really trust these names, but they're oversold. Don't be surprised, right? Costco. Man, it seems to be stuck around here. I'd be watching this like lower 1,000 area. FedEx, congratulations if you bought this one. Talked about it breaking out. Now what? You know, keep an eye on it. I don't know why I wouldn't fill the gap at some point. 240. 240. XLF. Here we go. Again, look at these bars. Talked about they're waiting for something. Now near term, again, a little overbought. Don't be surprised by consolidation. Does this make sense? Consolidation at worst. Pullbacks, maybe. Hood. Holding up. Talked about liking this one. There you go. Man, that's a nice move. Do you see, like, again, I'm not saying, this is what gets so hard is you get this like candle bar and then it just chops around, right? That's what happens typically. Here you go. You have it here and then you consolidate. Again, I'm not saying this is the inflection point for sure on a lot of these financials, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just consolidate. JP Morgan, same kind of thing. Look at this big gap up. Man, Morgan Stanley, same kind of thing, right? Fills the gap. Bank of America, big gap up. Does it make sense? I mean, again, leave a comment below if it doesn't. Again, and if it does, appreciate it. Like, you get big up. It's the same thing as like big down. You get consolidation. Big down, counter, chop, chop, then go lower. Again, pop up, consolidate, then go higher. Carry, I mean, we talked about like banks look good. Coming in the downtrend, keep an eye on it, right? XBI, we talked about bios being severely throttled. There you go, baby. Nice bounce back on today. Again, bearish news. Right? Consolidation. I mean, it's not consolidation, but like basically that can't advertise bio pharmaceutical stuff, right? Talking about, again, going to cut prices. Zoom out. Somebody knows. Or somebody knew. Keep an eye on it. Jets, even the Jets bounce, right? You know, we talked about this, whatever. I'm not too concerned about these. XHB, housing index, look at this. Looking strong. Even though, again, I don't think housing is strong. Again, but you just don't never know what's priced into the market. So near term, probably the same thing, kind of choppiness. Just be safe out there, okay? Look at these commodity names. You're welcome. If you took some profits today, makes sense. Dow, right? Looking good. CE, this one's been on fire, but okay, hits the 100-day. Let him back off. Caterpillar, same thing. Nice bounce. Let them consolidate. Deere, let them consolidate. I mean, again, they have earnings on Thursday. It's the same as BABA. Be careful. Nucor, we like the steel names. Okay, nice little bounce. X, we think will get bought out. Keep an eye on it. IIN had a nice move. Notice what happens at gaps, at highs. Right? Gaps at highs leads to consolidation. That's all it is. My opinion. I would say I'd be waiting for some consolidation. I mean, I hate to sound like I'm bear, but I'm just like, this wouldn't make sense. VALE, these ones have been kind of, I mean, VALE, Arrow, a lot of these names really nice moves. Consolidate. FQVLF, we talked about this one. Big chop range. SCO, CCO, Southern Copper. We like copper. Over the 100-day. Consolidate. Be no problem with me. FCX. Big gap up. Consolidate. Now what? Do you see my stance on these names? Not that I don't like them. Like URJ, like talked about, like, all right, these had nice moves. Consolidate. I think these names will hold up way better. CCJ, right? Same kind of thing. Nice move. CF, ag names. Keep an eye on them. Again, I not to say they can't go higher, but these things have been on fire. SQM, we like this one, right? Nice little bounce. NTR. Do you guys see the pattern here? AA, we talked about buying the dip on this one. Congrats. Bada boom. Now, these could be pro gaps. These could be big gaps starting big moves. Remember, this is way different than some of these other tech names and some of these other names that have been riding high. Will money rotate? Kalu. Breaking the downtrend. MP, right? This was a big rare earth metal United States name. Already pulling back on the trade deal. I mean, dude. Bruh. Keep an eye on this area. Right? I mean, I like that. 20, 21. Keep an eye on that. Cliff, again, this thing got crushed on earnings. I'm on back. You got the volume. I mean, hopefully this is all making sense. Again, I like commodity names. They have way more upside, in my opinion, than downside. Whole solar, we said even solar was going to get that bounce, baby. All right, now you're up at the 200-day. Keep an eye on it. Oh, that's Flex LNG. Yes, it hit the channel high. Solar, right? Oof, big doji, big volume. Sedge. Again, these have been nice moves up. ENPH. God, that one looks pretty shitty, honestly. First solar, we talked about this is the 120s. You're welcome. This could be a runner. Keep an eye on it. HYG, we talked about corporate debt. Someone was buying it. Okay, holding up pretty well. I mean, ultimately here, again, it's not to say that go out and short and do anything. It's like, don't be surprised to get a little chop and consolidation. Know your spots. Be patient and let the stocks come to you. Some names are going to go down. Some names are going to go up. And a lot of names will probably consolidate. Oil holding up. Nice little pop up and give it back some, I guess. I'm not surprised. UNG. I mean, this has been holding up. We talked about the XOP. I mean, a lot of people just like want to just... Dude, we told you the 100-day was a gift, or the 100 area, and it was holding up. So someone knew something. If you got the gush down in the 15, the 22, that's a great trade. MPC, again, we talked about the gasoline names leading up. They were holding up the whole time. Near term, probably a little overbought, right? These gap ups, pretty exhaustive. Not to say that you can't go higher. Again, especially if oil prices start rising, but I wouldn't be surprised if they consolidate a little bit. ExxonMobil, I mean, this looked like it was going to break out 3 weeks ago. Holding up. BP, again, if you bought this one in 25, 26, you're feeling pretty good. Occidental, been like beating the... oh, sorry. Skipped it. Occidental, been like beating the ground. Like, guys, Buffett ain't going to lose on this one. All right, watch what happens up here in the mid-40s. Right? Devon. Chopping. Apache. Talked about all these names were looking good on the bottoms. Lyondell Base. Right? CVE. Talked about, I mean, all these names. Okay, near term, little consolidation, nothing wrong with it. EQT, right? Holding up about to break out, it feels like. Didn't really follow through, but hey, you see what I'm talking about. Last but not least, Flex LNG. Again, talked about this trade. I took some profits on. I mean, again, a lot of names I took profits on the open. Again, I'm not going out and shorting the market, just harvesting profits. Got the gifts, okay. Let it see it plays out. And again, if they don't play out, some names are going to be tough. You're not going to know. But this is the thing. When the probabilities and certainties seem good in your favor to take profits, take them. We're traders, right? You know, the market goes from, I mean, with S&P 500 goes from what, 4,000 something up to 5,800. Damn right, you're going to take 25% in weeks. Take some profit, y'all. All right. Again, if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Always here to help. Again, education. If you're going to make moves, talk to your financial advisor. Appreciate all the love, support, and generous donations. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.